And Crosby, whose wife had died of the fever 10 years before, and who consoled himself with a 2-rupee village whore every Thursday night, felt a pang of jealousy. "And how the devil do you expect to get the ammunition back to Seringapatam?" he demanded. "Hire ox carts, sir." Sharpe had long perfected the way to address unhelpful officers. He gave them precise answers, added nothing unnecessary, and always sounded confident. "With what? Promises?" "Money, sir." Sharpe tapped his haversack, where he had the bag of rupees. "Christ! They trust you with money?" Sharpe decided not to respond to that question, but just stared impassively at the canvas. Chasselgowan, he decided, was not a happy place. It was a small fort built on a bluff above a river that should have been overflowing its banks, but the monsoon had failed and the land was cruelly dry. The fort had no ditch, merely a wall made of cactus thorn with a dozen wooden fighting platforms spaced about its perimeter. Inside the wall was a beaten earth parade ground, where a stripped tree served as a flagpole, and the parade ground was surrounded by 3 mud-walled barracks thatched with palm, a cookhouse, tents for the officers, and a stone-walled magazine to store the garrison's ammunition. The sepoys had their families with them, so the fort was overrun with women and children, but Sharpe had noted how sullen they were. Crosby, he thought, was one of those crabbed officers who were only happy when all about them were miserable. "I suppose you expect me to arrange the ox carts," Crosby said indignantly. "I'll do it myself, sir." "Speak the language, do you?" Crosby sneered. "A sergeant banker and interpreter, are you?" "Brought an interpreter with me, sir," Sharpe said, which was over-egging the pudding a bit, because Davy Lal was only 13, an urchin off the streets of Seringapatam. He was a smart, mischievous child, whom Sharpe had found stealing from the armoury cookhouse. After giving the starving boy a clout around both ears to teach him respect for His Britannic Majesty's property, Sharpe had taken him to Lally's house and given him a proper meal, and Lally had talked to the boy and learnt that his parents were dead, that he had no relatives he knew of, and that he lived by his wits. He was also covered in lice. "Get rid of him," she had advised Sharpe, but Sharpe had seen something of his own childhood in Davy Lal, and so he had dragged him down to the river Corvery and given him a decent scrubbing. After that, Davy Lal had become Sharpe's errand boy. He learned to pipe clay belts, blackball boots, and speak his own version of English, which, because it came from the lower ranks, was liable to shock the gentler born. "You'll need 3 carts," Crosby said. "Yes, sir," Sharpe said. "Thank you, sir." He had known exactly how many carts he would need, but he also knew it was stupid to pretend to knowledge in the face of officers like Crosby. "Find your damned carts," Crosby snapped. "Then let me know when you're ready to load up." "Very good, sir. Thank you, sir." Sharpe stiffened to attention, about turned, and marched from the tent to find Davy Lal and the 6 privates waiting in the shade of one of the barracks. "We'll have dinner," Sharpe told them, "then sort out some carts this afternoon." "What's for dinner?" Private Atkins asked. "Whatever Davy can filch from the cookhouse," Sharpe said. "But be nippy about it, all right? I want to be out of this damn place tomorrow morning." Their job was to fetch 80,000 rounds of prime musket cartridges that had been stolen from the East India Company armoury in Madras. The cartridges were the best quality in India, and the thieves who stole them knew exactly who would pay the highest price for the ammunition. The princedoms of the Maratha Confederation were forever at war with each other, or else raiding the neighbouring states, but now in the summer of 1803 they faced an imminent invasion by British forces. The threatened invasion had brought 2 of the big